Dear student, welcome back. In this video, you will learn about features of C language. Let's start. The first feature of C is it is a simple programming language because a C program will contain English words which is easy to write and follow. But you must know the proper way of writing them. That one you will learn when you start writing programs. Here is a small line of C program which displays welcome. We know that a function in mathematics will be represented as f of x. In the same way, in C, in place of f, we will write printf, which is the function name print function, and in place of x, we will write what we want to display. As we want to display welcome, we will write as welcome. So, a C program is not so hard, right? So, C is a simple language. Let's see the next feature of C program. C is a high-level language. Then, what is high-level language? If a language allows us to write programs in a language that is easy to understand, then that language is called high-level language. Just now we discussed that a C program will contain English words which is easy to understand, right? That's why C is called high-level language. Let's move on to next feature of C, which is mid-level language, also called as middle-level language. Then, what is middle-level language? A language which allows the programmer to write system programs, to develop system softwares is called middle-level language. Then, what is system software or what is system program? A program or software which interacts directly with the computer hardware is called system software. Examples of system softwares include operating system like Windows, Unix, Mac OS, device drivers like printer driver, utility softwares like antivirus softwares, backup softwares, etc. All these are the examples of system software. So, using C language, we will develop any kind of system software. Do you remember the introduction of C program? Unix was the first operating system implemented using C language other than assembly language. So, using C, we can develop system softwares. That's why it is called mid-level language or middle-level language. Let's continue with the features of C programming. The next feature of C is it is a general purpose language. Then, what is general purpose language? It means we can develop any kind of softwares using that programming language. Any kind of software means system softwares. As we just discussed now about system softwares like operating system, device drivers, utility softwares, etc. And application softwares. Application software will interact with the user. A good example for application software is Google Chrome, Firefox, like Microsoft Word document, etc. Apart from system softwares, application softwares, we can also develop database software. Using database software, like for example, Oracle, MySQL, PostgreSQL, SQLite, etc., we can communicate with the database. So, using C language, we can develop any kind of softwares, maybe system software application software or database softwares. That's why it is called general purpose language. Let's move on to the next feature of C language, which is modularity. It is very important concept of C. Let's say, for example, we want to write a program to solve a big problem. Instead of solving the problem, we can say at one single point, we will divide that big problem into small meaningful partitions. We will develop small partitions or small parts. Then we will combine these small parts together to solve big problem. That is called modularity. To understand better about modularity, let's see a small example. Let's say, for example, we want to calculate the area of a stadium. The shape of the stadium is like this. Instead of calculating the area of this stadium at one point, we will divide this stadium into meaningful partitions. Let's say we divide it into 3 parts. The first part is a rectangular portion, which is the middle part, and the left and right we divided into semicircular portions. First, we will calculate the area of the rectangle. After that, we will calculate the area of these semicircular portions. Then, after that, we will combine these two to get the area of the entire stadium. This is called modular programming. We can achieve this modular programming using the concept of functions. Now, let's see brief outline of functions for this example. Here, I wrote 4 functions to calculate the area of the stadium. First, we'll start from here because first we need to calculate the area of the rectangle. I wrote a function calculating rectangle area. After that, I wrote a function to calculate the semicircular area. After that, we need to sum these areas. All these 3 functions we are combined into the main function to get the stadium area, which is calculating stadium area. Do you observe here? I am using these functions in this function. First, we are using this calculating rectangular area function. After that, I am using this calculating semicircular area function. If you notice, I am using this calculating semicircular area function 2 times because we are having 2 semicircular portions here. After that, I use sum areas function which will add all these areas together. This is how the modular programming works in C using the concept of functions. If we notice here, our program is not complex, right? Because we divided our problem into meaningful partitions. It's simple. And also, we achieved reusability. Means, if we observe here, I wrote the function of calculating semicircular area 1 time. But I am using this function 2 times. It means once we wrote a function, we can use that function any number of times, which is called reusability. So this is what the feature of modularity is. This is really helpful feature, right? Okay, we will stop here for now. In the next video, we will see few more features of C programming. Thank you very much for watching this video. I will see you in the next video.